Well, happening today, new disturbing text messages reveal an alleged inappropriate relationship between a gymnastics coach and young students. The suspect due in court this morning. So those details that we talked about there, they're really hard to read, and many are just unsuitable for morning television.
Those allegations serving as a reminder and warning for parents. Talk to your kids about inappropriate relationship with adults. CBS News Miami's Terry Hornstein is live at the Metro Justice Building with more on this story. Terry?
Yeah, I will tell you, going through these affidavits, very upsetting, disturbing. A lot of these text messages too hard to put on TV, too disturbing to put on TV. But some of them via text, others via Facebook. Now, this gymnastics coach accused of asking a minor for a naked picture. And really, that's just the beginning, the tip of the iceberg here. And police say there could be more victims out there. So it is a good time to talk to children about sexual abuse.
38-year-old Oscar Aaliyah faces counts of sexual battery against two underage girls. According to the state, he sent this message to one of the minors who revealed a pregnancy scare in 2011. The girl writes, "I threw up." Aaliyah allegedly responded, "I don't know, you got to take a test today." The conversation went on, and according to the state, the girl said, "I don't want to find out." To that, the coach supposedly responded, "Well, you need to find out. And let's just say if you are, we are taking you to an abortion clinic." The prosecutor presented this evidence on Monday to Judge Alberto Milian. In another message, which because of the language we cannot show, Aaliyah allegedly said to the minor he was drunk and high, but went on to tell her, "Send me a naked picture." The girl declined. The messages are being used by the prosecution to support claims Aaliyah sexually abused two girls around 2011 while he was their gymnastics coach. The alleged victims were 13 and 16. He was in his 20s. According to the arrest affidavit, Aaliyah portrayed himself as a big brother figure to both victims, but the relationship later turned sexual. Aaliyah's arrest Wednesday came weeks after our news partners at the Miami Herald published an investigation into the coach and his alleged abuse. Aaliyah is charged with 2 counts of sex crimes with minors over 12 but under 18.
So sexual abuse can be a difficult subject to talk about with children. According to the Child Mind Institute, it is never too early to help protect your child. They do have some recommendations, so take a look here at your screen. Those recommendations include, when children are young, teaching them body boundaries. No one should touch their private parts or ask them to touch theirs. Tell them body secrets are not okay. Teaching children how to get out of scary situations, also a good idea. It is okay to tell them to say no or say they have to leave if something makes them uncomfortable. They also recommend here coming up with a code word children can use with parents if they are feeling unsafe. So again, here police say there could be more victims out there. They're asking anyone with information to come forward. As far as Aaliyah, well, he is expected back in court at 11 this morning to face a judge. We'll be there. We'll let you know what happens. In Miami, Terry Hornstein, CBS News Miami.